Prendre, comprendre, apprendre, surprendre. Un super verbe, élaboré par C'est la vie. Messieurs, dames, je vous présente Prendre, un super héros. I present to you Prendre. This is a superhero verb, a verb of potentially unlimited powers. In order to start experiencing the power of prendre, to take, but with other meanings, we first need to conjugate it correctly. Écoutez et répétez. Je prends, tu prends, elle prend, il prend, on prend, nous prenons, vous prenez, ils prennent, elles prennent. The verb prendre is definitely in the top 10 list of useful French verbs. Let's take a look at a few of them that you'd use daily. Prendre un taxi. Je prends l'autobus en ville. You see, if we're talking about taking transport, such as a boat or bus or plane, you can use the verb prendre to take. Prendre une photo. Pourrais-tu nous prendre une photo? Could you take a photo for us? Prendre une décision. Elle prend la décision d'escalader. To take a decision. She takes the decision to go rock climbing. In the US, they say, make a decision. Prendre un risque. Comme alpiniste, elle prend des risques. To take risks. As a mountain climber, she takes risks. Prendre des notes. Take notes. En classe, nous prenons des notes. In class, we take notes. Prendre à manger ou à boire. To have, to eat, or to drink. Que prends-tu? Un croissant? What are you having? A croissant? Now, there are a couple that we would use in English with to take, but aren't used that way in French. Notice the first one. In English, one might say to take an exam or to sit an exam. In French, normally one would use passer un examen, to take an exam. Je passe un examen de maths. Also, to take a course, such as an academic course. Instead of using prendre, to take, French would use suivre more commonly. Suivre un cours, to follow a course. Je suis un cours de français. Now, you might say that looks strange because je suis, you might know as I am. Well, this also is from the verb suivre, and here it means I'm following a French course. I told you prendre is a superhero verb. Elle prend la décision d'escalader. Elle prend des risques. She takes the decision to go rock climbing, and she takes risks. Aidez-moi! She screams. Ne vous inquiétez pas. Prendre est là. Prendre arrive sur la scène pour aider la dame. Prendre has a few friends. Or you could say that prendre changes its uniform slightly to become another verb, apprendre. All you're doing here is you're adding the prefix ap to the beginning of prendre, and you have a completely new verb, which means to learn. Apprendre à can mean to learn to, and then you'd add a verb to it. Conjugons. Répétez. J'apprends. Tu apprends. On apprend. Elle apprend. Il apprend. Nous apprenons. Vous apprenez. Ils apprennent. Elles apprennent. Here we're talking about learning things and learning to do things. If you look at the two columns, the column on the left has things that you learn, and on the right, things that you learn to do. And they correspond. Just follow the arrow across. Répétez. J'apprends la chanson. I'm learning the song, or I learned the song. J'apprends à chanter. I learn to sing. Tu apprends l'orthographie. You learn spelling. Tu apprends à épeler. You learn to spell. Il n'apprend pas la leçon. He's not learning the lesson. Il n'apprend pas à étudier. He's not learning to study. Nous apprenons le français. We're learning French. Nous apprenons à communiquer en français. We're learning to communicate in French. In the olden days, a superhero might step into a phone booth to change. But here, we're simply going to put on a new prefix. Comprendre, to understand. Conjugons, répétez. Je comprends, tu comprends, elle comprend, il comprend, on comprend. Nous comprenons, vous comprenez, ils comprennent, elles comprennent. Mon Dieu, il y a tant d'uniformes. Well, that's true. Prendre also can take another prefix, sur. Surprendre means to surprise. Conjugons, répétez. Je surprends, tu surprends, elle surprend, il surprend, on surprend. Nous surprenons, vous surprenez, ils surprennent, elles surprennent. To surprise. Hey, what are you doing? Don't you see what time it is? Il est 1h du matin. And you're trying to study for French verbs? Listen, don't turn around. But right now, Prendre is behind you, willing to help. Je n'ose pas te surprendre. Mais si tu veux bien apprendre la leçon, tu devrais en prendre des notes. Tu me comprends? I don't dare surprise you. But if you'd like to learn the lesson, you ought to take some notes. Do you understand me? Chut. Bonne nuit. C'est la vie. 2020.